Welcome all to Michael's recount. Since last time, me, Rogers and Stewart have been doing detective cases, but soon we end up in a strange realm known as noir. This realm seemed different to anywhere else, almost seemed black and white, except there was a small amount of colour, which this simulation of it shows how noir works. Well, actually, this is the realm of noir. I found a way to access it, at least briefly, using my SCP powers and the technology of the SCP Foundation. But here, Rogers, Stewart, and also Detective Jack would join us again to investigate a case of this mysterious realm. It appeared out of nowhere. We would find ourselves stuck here, getting cogs for some sort of machine, try and hope to get back home. And these robots patrol the streets with their flashlights and seemingly are designated as security, but seemingly are hostile to human. The only way to avoid them was to use a mysterious drink substance known as Ghosto, which has been designated as an SCP. And with drinking it, the mysterious darkness that had been dealt with before in the case of the devouring incident had returned again. Covenant was at it again. But when me, Jack, Rogers, and Stewart arrived on this case, something was definitely off. For one, I was seemingly unaffected by the strange grey effect of this world. This seems to be a reoccurring thing, as somehow I am not affected by the strange properties of unknown worlds and dimensions, where the rest of the gang often end up as black silhouettes or something else. In the case of the noir incident, they just seemed grey, just like the world was. Their eyes seemed perfectly fine. Maybe this was an early sign of my SCP powers. And I did in fact need to learn how to fly over some dangerous electrical water here, so I found out that I could turn into a fox, a flying fox of all things. It'd be the first of many strange SCP that I could change into. But our adventures here would definitely be one of survival against these robots and finding the gears to a portal. But in the end, when we were done with this strange place with the mysterious Ghosto, which is still unknown, and the mysterious telephone realm, as I call it, where Rogers tried to ring Femboy Hooters of all things, from what he told me, it was quite a strange sub-realm within the realm of noir. But once we had collected all the gears and used the Ghosto to head through the mysterious pool, me, Jack, Stewart, and Rogers found ourselves in a desolate desert with the ruins of the old robots that seemingly roam the streets. It seemed like the sea had turned into sand, but luckily we found someone in this desert. We found our hope, Detective Blue, would soon become one of our friends and also become a part of our agency, even though the world he comes from also seems to be different. He seems to come from a realm where people aren't what they seem to be, and there are dangerous creatures that have only been referred to as imposters and would kill people and infiltrate places of importance or just seem to cause trouble. Whatever the case is, I've still not yet to investigate the realm Blue comes from, and Blue hasn't brought it up ever since the fever dream incident, which is where we would end up next. in a strange land where nothing made sense. So you will learn more next time.